Alright, take two. What is up, y'all? So we're going to be talking about the Series 13 rule set today. The Series 13 rule set was just announced, and I think it's something that is going to catch people quite by surprise. I don't think a lot of people were really expecting it to be this type of format. I think a lot of people had it in their minds that either we would go back to like a double legendary non-Dynamax format, or just like a no legendary non-Dynamax format, or maybe even just go back to something like Series 4 or 5, like, I don't know. But what the Pokemon Company has decided to give us is a format where, as far as it seems, the wording was really bad on this website on Cerebi, but as far as it seems, your team can have an infinite amount of mythicals and an infinite amount of legendaries, limited to 6, of course, because that's a team size. But yeah, you can just build a team of all mythicals and all legendaries, and doesn't matter. So yeah, Pokemon that were previously restricted because they are mythicals, like Volcanion, Mew, Celebi, Melmetal, Zeraora, things like that, will now be allowed in Series 13, as well as, if you really wanted, you could have like 4 legendaries on your team, right? Like you could have Kyogre, Groudon, Zacian, and Zamazenta on your team, and that would probably be fine, as far as this format seems. So honestly, it's going to be like it's just going to be a super aggressive, like, bloodbath kind of format, if you ask me. Like, just mad damage going on, just things dying left and right. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm excited to play something new, but I think it's just going to be such an aggressive format that, I don't know. It's definitely not what I expected them to end the Sword and Shield with. And, luckily we won't have this at Worlds, right? Because it would be way too unbalanced. That's really just the way I look at it. So yeah, let's talk about some, I guess, possible ideas that you could do with this. I did build a few teams on Team Builder, just to kind of see what it might look like. You cannot technically play this format on Showdown yet, but here's some things that I came up with. So, one of the mythicals that is going to be very good in this format is Melmetal. Melmetal is just really bulky Pokemon. It's going to be a great Assault Vest user, maybe a Weakness Policy user. You could also do things like run King's Rock, Double Iron Bash, and just flinch a bunch of things. But I think Melmetal, Yveltal, and Kyogre are going to form a pretty decent core where, you can get out of the way of ground moves, you can lower the power of fire moves. So I think that's just a really good start right there, right? Like Melmetal, Yveltal, Kyogre, great core. You could do something like add Regieleki, Tornadus, probably maybe even throw on Calyrex Ice, because you want a slow mode, and, Melmetal can go slow. They're both weak against fire, but you could do that. In this format, you can do that. You can do 1 mythical, 3 legendaries. You could do 2 mythicals and 2 legendaries. You could do 6 mythicals. At least that's what I seem to understand. Like, let's read this. It says, it allows you to utilize any number-restricted legendary Pokemon once in your team, and for the first time allows for the use of mythical Pokemon. That's not straightforward. It's very bad grammar. Utilize any number-restricted legendary Pokemon once in your team. That doesn't... You put any number in once in the same sentence, and you lost me. You know what I mean? So either it's going to be like 20 legendaries, 20 restricteds on a team, or we're going to be like limited in some way. But what it seems like right now is there's just no limits. Like, you can have as many mythicals as you want, you can have as many restricteds as you want. Here's another team that I came up with for that. So Magearna is going to be another Pokemon to look out for. Magearna and Melmetal are just going to be very oppressive mythicals to go up against, and Magearna is really the one that's going to take the cake on that. Like, yeah, Magearna is to some degree bad against, like, Groudon, but there's ways that you can put it in positions to literally destroy most of the things that it's bad against. And the thing about Magearna, if you don't know, is that anytime anything dies on the field, it gets a special attack boost. So, like, if someone on your side of the field dies, it gets a special attack boost. If you take out the opponent's, special attack boost. So it's honestly like an incredibly... It's going to be really unbalanced. It's going to be really hard to deal with. Something funny that you could do is you could run Magearna with, like, Choice Band Explosion Snorlax and try to just, like, melt everything on the field while giving Magearna +3 in one turn. So, yeah, I mean, Magearna is going to really be something to look out for. Kyogre, maybe with Kyurem, this could be, like, a solid core, right? Then with Torn, Zacian, and Incineroar. So, like, the teams, if this is what team building is going to be like in the new format, it's going to be crazy. Let's just say that. You could even go for, like, a Trick Room-oriented one, right? Like Magearna, Kyogre, Calyrex Ice, Mimikyu, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. This is a team that I know for a fact I'm going to end up trying. Like, this is scary. No one should have to face it. Like, you just don't. Here's one where you might have multiple mythicals, right? So maybe you build a Magearna Victini team with Kyogre, Calyrex, Amoonguss, and Incineroar, right? Just drop that Mimikyu, pick up Victini. It gets Trick Room. You can give it Focus Sash. V-Create lowers your defense, special defense, and speed, and is literally just a dumb move. So, you know, I don't think Victini is going to be one of the Pokemon to necessarily look out for in this format. It'll be fun to see people doing things like running like Victini Rayquaza, because for some reason that feels like a very, like, it's like reminiscent of something. I don't know. Someone tell me, why is Victini Rayquaza a thing? So we got Victini, Rayquaza. Let's get a Pokemon on there that's good against Ice. Zacian. Let's get a Pokemon that's good on there against Ground. You could do Palkia. You could do Kyogre, right? You could just say as boys. Yeah, I mean, I'm just spitballing here. You guys get it. Like, if we really wanted, you know, like I said, you could technically just pick up more legendaries. And you could say, okay, let's go Keldeo. Ooh, Keldeo has a bad attack stat. That sucks. Let's drop Kyogre for Keldeo. Let's pick up Calyrex Shadow. And then let's round things off with a good old Grimmsnarl. There you go. That's a team. We're gaming. Oh god, this format is gonna be wild, y'all. I'm just saying, like, so I'm a little excited for it, but I just think it's gonna be just crazy. So feel free to give me your thoughts and opinions. Look forward to whatever type of wild stuff we come up with. Hopefully they give us a bit more of a clarification on whether or not you can only use like one mythical and one legendary, or if it really is just use all the mythicals you want, use all the legendaries you want, just destroy people. That's what this format is. But I don't know. I'm excited either way. Like, as ambivalent as I could be, I'm excited to see what happens. So, okay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out, y'all. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Where's my outro?